let us start the last bit of theory part for number systems. ठीक है? अरे ये chapter 3 है. Chapter 3 है नहीं? Same chapter, module 3. See, I'll tell you what. So number system is not limited to this, but for theory part, you are going to study only this much, and then I'll give you a bunch of practice of so many different questions, and with वहाँ पे all different other small methods will come into picture. But these are the ones that are most easily segmented and most frequently used. इन्हीं के modifications और इन्हीं के derivations से हमारे बाकी सारे questions plus minus solve हो गए, right? So today is going to be the theory class for remainder theorem. But before we move there, let us solve the two questions which we did, which I gave you as a homework in our last class. Right? First question was 137 factorial divided by 7 raised to n leaves no remainder. What does it mean? If this division is not leaving any remainder, matlab this is completely divisible. If it is completely divisible, it means 7 raised to n is factor of 137 factorial, right? It's factor of 137 factorial. Only when a number is a factor of another number, that is when the number can divide that number. So 7 raised to n is a factor of 137 factorial, correct? Now you have to find the maximum value of n. Maximum value of n means highest power of 7, that is a factor of 137 factorial, correct? So at the end, the question might be framed differently, but it is literally the same question, the prime factorization that we learned earlier, right? So how do we solve that? We are like, okay, it's 137 divided by 7 plus 137 7 square, 137 by 7 cube and so on. 7 cube is how much? 343. So definitely वहां तक नहीं जाना पड़ेगा हमको, इधर तक ही करो फिर. What's the answer? What's the answer? 7 ones are 7. 67. 7 nines are 63. Plus 49. 2s आएगा ये. That is 21. So what is the highest value? What is the power of 7 that divides this? 21. So what is the highest value of? If so highest value of n is 21. This means 137 can factorial will be divided by 7, 7 square, 7 cube, so on and so forth. So n can have many values, but the highest value will be 21. Fair? Understood? Be good? Right? 21 ही आया था answer I saw on the chat. Very nice. Now let's do the second. It says highest power of 9 in 145 factorial. क्या आया इसका आंसर? 35. कैसे आया? Did you do 145 divided by 9? 145 by 9 square plus 145 by 9 cube and so on. इधर तक तो आएगा नहीं. So this is okay. So this will give you an answer, but this method is wrong. Why is this method wrong? This method is wrong because this method is applicable only when in the denominator we are dividing by a prime number. Are we dividing by prime number here? Is 9 prime? No. 9 is not prime. So if 9 is not prime, we cannot use this method, right? What is the other method we use? How do we solve them? If 9 is not prime, and that method is applicable only for prime, because what do? Is we prime factorize 9. 9 is 3 into 3, 3 square, right? So what I'll have to do is, I'll have to find 145 factorial mein, 145 factorial mein, I will have to find what is the power of 3 available, and then from there I'll have to determine what is the power of 9 that can be derived from. So basically, हमारा जो 145 factorial वाला आया था, कल हमने solve किया था, what was the answer there? Three raised to 5 के बाद तो 0 होने लगा. What was the answer there? This is 3 4s are 12, 3 8s are 24, plus this is 9 1s are 9, 55, 9 6s are, and this is 5s are, this is 1s are, right? तो यहाँ पे आंसर क्या आता है? 48, 49, 54, 70, right? 70 was the answer. So we know now that 3 raised to 70 is what we are getting, right? Now whole point is 2 3s makes 1 9, है ना? तो अगर मुझे पावर ऑफ 9 देखना है, 3 raised to 70 means 9 raised to 35. What is the answer? The answer is, because we will club 2 3s to make 1 9. So 3 raised to 70, 70 number of 3s are available, so we will have 35 9. So what is the highest power of 9 that divides 145 factorial? 35. Do we get this? Do we get this? Yes? Very good. So basis that, solve this question also. What is the highest power of 30 in 90 factorial? How are we going to do? 30 is 2 into 3 into 5. 30 is 2 into 3 into 5. So as many pairs or as many combinations of 2, 3, 5, 2, 3, 5, 2, 3, 5 we are going to be able to form. Utna hi 30 ka power hoga, right? So basically we have to find in 90 factorial how many 2s, how many 3s and how many 5s are there. Now basis our experience, we know number of 2s will definitely be greater than number of 3s, and that will be greater than number of 5s, right? So the limiting factor here will be the number of 5s that you have. जितने 5 है उतने 2 3 5 का कॉम्बिनेशन बनेगा. So at the end let us just find how many 5s are there. यहाँ तक नहीं जाएगा, 125 तक ये this won't be there, right? So this is 18 plus this is 25 3s are, right? Which is equals to 1. So how many 5s are there? 21 5s. So what is the power of 30 in 90 factorial? 21. है ना? Clarity है हमें? चलो इसी के बेसिस पे let us do one more question. ये करो, highest power of 12 in 40 factorial. How do we do this one? We do this one. 12 is what? 12 is formed by the combination of 2 square into 3, right? 2 square into 3 is 12. It means to make 112, we will need 2 2s and 1 3. है ना? 2 2s और 1 3 मिला के तुम्हारा 12 का कॉम्बिनेशन है. तो इसमें क्या है कि we cannot directly find what is the power of 3 available, because then power of 2 also matters here, because 2 2s are getting combined. 2 could also be the limiting factor, 3 could also be the limiting factor, depends on whatever is less. So we are going to find both. We are going to find the power of 2 also. इसके beyond 0 होगा, right? How much is this? 20 plus 10 plus 5 plus 2 plus 1, which is 38. And what is the power of 3? इसके beyond 0 होगा. So this is 13 4 1 18, right? So now we know how many 2s are there, 38, but दो 2 combine होंगे, right? So we will have this as 19 and this as 18, right? So what is the limiting factor again? The limiting factor is 3 itself, and this is how we end up finding that how many 12s will be possible? 3 18. How many 12s will be possible? 18. Do we get this? So bigger number always ends up being the limiting factor, right? Chalo, very good. So आंसर निकल गया. 2 पेजेस मुझे लगा 2 पेजेस लगेंगे सॉल्व करने के लिए. ठीक है, चलो. Now let us move to a new topic, and that is remainder theorem. Prime factorization हमने कर लिया. Now let us move to remainder theorem. What is remainder theorem? Remainder theorem helps you understand answer questions like this. It helps you understand when certain number is divided by some certain other number, what is the remainder. Right? So now this is how you do it. Okay, I'll just tell you the simplest way to do it. We have 42, 43, 44, 45 divided by 46. So here, instead of multiplying, what you're going to do is you're going to independently find out what will be the remainder when each of these numbers is divided by 46. When 42 is divided by 46, what will be the remainder? Entirely 42. But instead of 42, can we also write -4? We learned the concept of negative remainder in the first class. Do you remember that? So 42 को divide किया 46 से, तो either 46 zeros are 0 करके 42 remainder होगा, या 46 ones are 46 करके -4 remainder होगा. ऐसे ही यहाँ remainder will be -3, here it will be -2, and here it will be -1. Right? When you divide by 46. Yes or no? है ना? Right? So now this becomes 12, 2s are 24. So the answer is 24. You get this? How do we end up finding the remainder? when that multiplication is divided by 46? Yes or no? Yes, very good. Whole point is always remember your remainder will either be 0 at the end. Your final answer will be either be 0 till it will be 45. 46 से कोई भी नंबर p से अगर तुम डिवाइड करते हो रिमाइंडर 0 से p minus 1 तक हो सकता है. 46 से डिवाइड करने के बाद रिमाइंडर कैन बी एनी नंबर बिटवीन 0 to 45 and that's why our answer is 24. ठीक है, what did you do? You individually multiplied all the numbers and until you got a number that was lesser than the dividend, that is the divisor, that is 46. फिर और वैसे ही इसको अगर सॉल्व कर, this number is divided by 7, find the remainder. If this number is divided by 7, find the remainder. How do we solve it? Again, we'll be like, okay, there is 23, 12, 37, 36 and 45. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to individually divide each one of them by 7. Right? इसको 7 से मैंने divide किया. 7 into 7, 7 to the 40, 7 is 21. So 2 is the remainder. Here the remainder is 7 into 7. 5 will be the remainder. 5 भी लिख सकती हूँ मैं या -2 भी लिख सकती हूँ because 7 2 14. Right? यहाँ पे remainder I can write 2. 35 के लिए यहाँ पे I can write 1. और यहाँ पे 45 है तो remainder can either be 3, 42, 7 6 42 या 7 7 49 से remainder can be -4. We are going to write whatever is smaller. Right? We are going to write whatever is smaller. So this is smaller here. And यहाँ पे -2 इसलिए नहीं लिखेंगे, अभी हम लिख सकते थे because -2 is smaller than 5, but there is no other negative number now. So we don't want the multiplication to be negative. We want to be comfortable. That is why we are going to take these numbers, right? And there's a multiplication between the original numbers. There's a multiplication here. We want to multiply this also. This becomes 10. This becomes 6. You can group in whichever way you want. And this is 10, this is 6. So whole point is now 10 is also greater than 7. So I'm going to divide this also by 7. Here I got 3. Here I'll keep it as 6. I can keep it as 6 also. I can make it -1 also. Divided by 7. So my answer right now is -3. -3 matlab 7 - 3. Positive number nikalna padega is 4. So what is the end remainder? Remainder is 4. So when you divide the given multiplication by 4 by 7, my remainder is 4. The whole concept is you have to find a number which is between 0 to 7. ये second step में जो हमने combination किया ना, you could take entire 60 also. You could take entire 60 also. Right? But we don't do that. Our motive basically is numbers इतना छोटा उतना रखो. Because 7 का टेबल तो हमें आता है. 7 8 56 करके 60 56 4 हम डायरेक्टली आंसर निकालते हैं. But when the answer the number is really huge, so simply then this helps, right, to reduce it like this. Fair? Did you understand this? This is the remainder theorem that we are going to apply. Okay? Remainder theorem के तुम वीडियोस देखोगे तो lot of modulo modulus talked about. Modulo modulus is never directly asked in CAT exam. There's no need to learn it, but it is at the end this only. Okay, what is the modulo that we learn? Basically, it helps you find the remainder only. इसको एक तरीके से लिखा जाता है. Like for example, if I write 7 4 mod 7, right? या मैंने 4 ऐसे लिखा. इसका मतलब nothing. When you divide 4 by 7, what is the remainder? Right? अगर मैं 24 लिखती हूँ, 24 mod 7, the answer would be 3. Because 7 3s are 21 and then 3 is the remainder. So ये इतना ही होता है बस. But ये fancy terminology मुझे नहीं लगता is any useful at the point for you. ठीक है? More than 90% questions can be solved simply using this. So we'll not complicate it more with that. ठीक है? Fair? Understood? चलो. अब let us look at a twist. Let's say, before we go here, let me give you a question. Let us have what is the remainder? बताओ. Very good. How did we find answer? Like okay, इसको डिवाइड किया, ये -3 आएगा, यहाँ से -1 आएगा, यहाँ से 1 आएगा. तो मैं सबको मल्टीप्लाई करूंगा, आंसर मेरा आएगा 3. So my answer is 3 here. Did you understand? Amrita, did you understand this? Yes or no? Yes, very good. ठीक है, चलो ये क्वेश्चन कर लिया हमने. Now let us just look at the new concept, that is remainder theorem with a twist. Let's say अभी इसका रिमाइंडर निकालना है. What will be it? What will be the remainder? I just taught you remainder theorem. Tell me what will be the remainder here. What is 36 raised to 231? It is at the end 36 into 36 into 36 into 36 into 36. 231 times. Is it this one? It is, na? It is, na? So अगर इसको मैं divided by 7 कर दूँ, तो is this question any different than the questions we have done so far? It is not. Is it? It is not. It's just that when you divide every number, you're going to get 1 as a remainder 231 times. So what will be your final answer? 1. Right? 36 raised to 231 divided by 7. 36 into 36 into 36 into 36. 231 times. And that is why my answer is 1. Do we get this? Yes or no? Yes? चलो फिर इसके बेसिस पे ये सवाल सॉल्व करते हैं. Yes. So how do we solve this one? Basically here it is 34 into 34 into 34. 244 times. So this is nothing but इसको divide by 7 मतलब minus 1 minus 1 minus 1 आएगा कितना? 244 times. Minus 1 multiplied even number of times, the remainder is 1. Had they said it was 243 raised to power 243, तो क्या आता आंसर फिर? 34 raised to power 243 होता तो क्या आंसर आता? -1 नहीं, रिमाइंडर हमेशा पॉजिटिव नंबर ही दिखेगा. Officially, remainder will always be positive. So your answer would come -1. Yes, the answer would come -1, but it will be like -1 indicates 7 minus 1, 6. Another positive, this thing counterpart of this negative remainder -1 will be 7 minus 1, that is 6. Okay, ठीक है? चलो, let's solve this. How do we solve this one? Here you're like, okay, here I'm getting 37 into 37 into 37. 242 times. And that is divided by 7. So now here, हर जगह आएगा 242 times. Which is basically 2 raised to 242. Divided by 7. है ना? पहले तो हम 1 आंसर लिख दिए. Because 1 raised to all of this was 1 only. Right? But here I can't say 1. Here the answer is 2 raised to 242. And now my answer is 2 raised to 242. From 37 raised to 242, now I am at 2 raised to 242. But how do I divide now? How do I divide? How do I find the remainder? So this is the way. I will tell you what is the way. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to find a way, जिससे 7 के आसपास का कोई multiple मेरा बन पाए. 7 के multiple के आसपास का कोई number आता है. So I know 2 cube is 8. I know 2 cube is 8. So if I'm able to convert this 2 raised to 242 into 8 raised to something, then I'll get my answer, right? So now, how I'm going to do it is 2 raised to 3 I know is 8. Now 2 raised to 242 can be written as 2 raised to 3. 3 into how much is this? 3, 8, 3, 8 za 24, 80. 242 को मैं 83 जा plus 2 ऐसा लिख सकती हूँ. So if I divide this using indices, this becomes 2 raised to 3 into 80, right? Into 2 raised to 2, 2 raised to m plus n. 2 raised to m plus n is 2 raised to m into 2 raised to n. Correct? Idhar tak everybody is sorted, right? So now this thing becomes 2 raised to 3 matlab 8, and basically 2 raised to 3 raised to 80 into 4. ऐसे बन गया वो, which is 8 raised to 80 into 4. Now this has to be divided by 7. है ना? This has to be divided by 7. 2 raised to 242 divided by 7 की जगह 8 raised to 80 into 4 divided by 7. Exactly same चीज यहाँ पे आई है ना? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to divide this thing by 7 and this thing by 7. So I know 8 raised to 80 divided by 7, again वो 1 1 1 1 1 आगे आंसर 1 आ जाएगा, and 4 divided by 7 में रिमाइंडर 1 ही आएगा, तो my final answer is 4. Do we get this approach? है ना? तो इस तरीके से सॉल्व किया जाता है. You always try to find कि क्या आ सकता था, है ना? 8 is a nice number. मैंने 37 से 2 लाया, अभी 2 से 1 जाना है. 3:242 डिवाइडेड बाय 7 आता। फिर 3 का मैं क्या करूं, दो चीजें कर सकती हूँ। 3 स्क्वायर आई कैन डू 9, then from 3 it will become 2 and from 2 को मैं 8 कर दूं क्यूब करके and then I come back। और what I can do is I know that 3 cube is 27 and 7 fours is 28, right? तो 27 भी बना सकती हूँ मैं इसको, है ना? 27 बना सकती हूँ, तो -1 -1 -1 है। Do you understand? Did you understand what I just said? Yes? तो इस तरीके से इंटेलिजेंस लगा के ये सॉल्व करते हैं।